Donald Trump is going to graciously write a letter in which he's waiving his executive privilege so Steve Bannon can go testify in front of the January 6th committee. Obviously, we all know that a former president does not have the executive privilege claims. It's already been ruled by the court that this is true. So it's basically like Trump is writing a letter saying, Steve Bannon no longer has magical wizard armor. It raises the question of why Donald Trump would want Steve Bannon to go testify in front of the committee in the first place. He's trying to drag his feet as much as he can in hopes that the House will be retaken over by the Republicans and they will get rid of the select committee. Donald Trump thinks that Steve Bannon testifying is actually going to be in Donald Trump's favor. Now, inherently, there's nothing wrong with that because ultimately, as I've said on this channel before, we want the truth, whatever that truth is. The problem is that, unlike Cassidy Hutchinson, Steve Bannon has already been proven to be a giant walking fucking monkey wrench and somebody that lies constantly, is extremely defiant, combative, and hostile. In order to prevent this, what the committee does is they go through a standard process. They have a casual conversation with them first, then they set up a date for a deposition. After they set up a deposition, then they come in, it's a taped transcribed interview like Pat Cipollone did on Friday, and then they use that as kind of a way to guarantee somebody's testimony. So then Steve Bannon would come in live. My guess is Steve Bannon will try to circumvent the deposition process and come in live, or what he will do is try to gum up the works by saying one thing in deposition and then say another thing in front of the committee. I wouldn't put it past Steve Bannon to do something like be completely truthful and honest in the deposition, and then when he gets live, he starts saying that the footage was doctored, he starts saying that it's all a sham, that this is a fake investigation, and he tries to own the libs again, just this time live in front of, in front of millions of people, in front of the January 6th committee. He's convinced that whoever is Republican that ends up in office is going to just pardon him again anyway. The January 6th committee has more to lose than they have to gain with Steve Bannon's testimony. Now, that being said, there could be a benefit of this. If they decide to do a deposition and they don't do a live interview with Steve Bannon, knowing that he's combative, which I'm sure they're having this conversation even as we speak about how to approach this, they may do what they did with Pat Cipollone and do a interview and then use that interview in bits and pieces where they need to fill in the gaps or corroborate a story. The news media is covering this like Steve Bannon is going to be some kind of bombshell, awesome witness that, we can't believe somebody from Trump's, like they seem like they don't remember what they said yesterday. Like, it was not even a week ago where they talked about how Bannon would be basically a useless witness anyway, so it doesn't matter if he comes in. It would just kind of be one of those things like, oh, hey, it would be cool if, but they don't need his testimony because he's a fucking liar. Donald Trump may be taking away Steve Bannon's magical wizard armor without realizing that Steve Bannon is just using that as a cover to go in and give legit testimony to the committee. The thing that we know is these people are all a bunch of backstabbing assholes. They're narcissistic. They only care about themselves. We do know this because we've seen their interaction with each other. There's an entire group of people called the Under the Bus Club, which was originally coined by Michael Cohen, where you get these messages that say, stay loyal, stick through to the end, we got your back. And then all of a sudden, if they decide it's against their best interest, they stop paying for your legal fees and they say, bye, have fun. Have fun in jail, you fucking asshole. It's entirely possible that Bannon could 100% turn on Donald Trump, knowing that Donald Trump is a backstabber anyway and wanting to get out ahead of it. Because if Donald Trump gets pinned down too much with anything, he's going to just start grabbing his own family, his own friends, everybody that helped him, throwing under the bus, and he's going to be like, well, I was just innocent in all this. I didn't know that there was all this crazy legal stuff going on. They told me everything was on the up and up. Ask Steve Bannon, he knows. He's an expert on this. He was telling me that this is how we do things. I didn't know that they were going to, set up this meeting where they were going to try and overthrow the government for me. Like, that's just crazy. Oh, it's just fucking stupid, So Anyways, do you think that Bannon is capable of being honest, even if it's in this kind of like Brutus backstabbing kind of way? Or do you think that he's literally trying to go in and make the January 6th committee out to be a circus? Let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, you guys keep scrolling. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.